nothing but the dog in me. Why must I chase the cat?
Good evening and welcome to Pound Posse Presents. Welcome to December. We're heading into full throttle Christmas season, hoping that you will all remember the homeless pets this Christmas, as well as your own. There are many ways to do that. And, if you are feeling like you want to get involved with helping homeless animals, just helping to brighten their season, feel free to email me at pawprints713@aol.com. That's PAWPRINTS713@aol.com. And I can give you some ideas on how you can get involved and what you can do and the kinds of things that would absolutely brighten a homeless pet's day. Anyway, on the subject of Christmas, there are a lot of people who like to bring their pets for pictures with Santa. For some, it's a tradition. For some, it's something new. And what I try to do around this time of year is give everybody an idea of when these events are. Pretty much now, every weekend, there's going to be somebody or another doing pet pictures with Santa. And I've posted them on my website, poundpossepress.com. On the events page, there's 3 up there now. Last weekend, it was Bikers Against Animal Cruelty. They were first in the roster this year. But this weekend, there's one, and next weekend, there's 2 that I can tell you about. Now, of course, if you've got pet pictures with Santa, an event, and you want to get on my website, if you want me to announce your event, by all means, please reach out to me. That would be info@poundpossepress.com. That will make sure, if you give me all the information, that it gets on the website, and I'll also announce it on the show. So, we have this weekend the H3 Pet Supply. Zach, let's get that picture up. That's a really neat picture that they have up on their Facebook page. Lisa, who incidentally adopted Buster Brown. I know, right? Zach's like, they're so cute. The lady who owns H3 Pet Supply is a really cool lady, and I got to meet her. And she adopted Buster Brown from the town of Hempstead Animal Shelter, which, small world and all that, but she's pretty cool. And the H3 Pet Supply pictures with Santa was today, so that's kind of a moot point, and tomorrow as well from 10 to 4. And H3 Pet Supply is at 475 Hawley Lane in Stratford. Their event benefits the Stratford Cat Project as well as Thank Dog Rescue. If you've got any questions, you can call 203-690-1400, or you can check out the H3 Pet Supply Facebook page. If you see this picture, you know you're in the right place. So that would be for anybody who wants to run out and get that done tomorrow from 10 to 4, 475 Hawley Lane in Stratford. Next up, we have next Sunday, Pet Playhouse. There we go. Those are some faces that I know. Pet Playhouse, Sunday on the 11th from 12 to 2. Pet Playhouse is located at 1656 Meriden Waterbury Turnpike in Milldale. That's right off of exit 28. 1656 Meriden Waterbury Turnpike in Milldale. Another great friend of mine, Debbie. So if you want more information, you can call 860-426-9640. Once again, that's 860-426-9640 if you want to go next Sunday between 12 and 2 to get your pet pictures with Santa at Pet Playhouse. Finally, next weekend, We have sweet peas. There we go. Good job, Zach. Sweet peas pics with Santa at Sweet Pea Friends of Rutland Animals. And Juno and Jake from State Farm will be there. Sweet Peas event is next Sunday, the 11th, from 12 to 3. And that's at the Paxton Post 306 American Legion, 885 Pleasant Street in Paxton, Massachusetts. For more information, you can visit the Sweet Pea Friends of Rutland Animals Facebook page. They also have an event set up on Facebook. There will be refreshments served at this event, and you get to see Juno and Jake from State Farm, as he's called. And again, if anybody has an event, they want me, you know, the pictures with Santa, they want me to put up on the air, I'm more than happy to. These are 3 that I have coming up, and I love to see your pictures. If you want to post them, I'll take the camera back, Zach. If you want to post them on the Pound Posse Presents Facebook page, I love to post them, and I love to put them up on the air. Keep in mind, this is going to be a very short month because Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve both fall on Saturdays, so we're going to be missing 2 shows from the end of the month. Anyway, I have a lot of adoptables tonight, all sizes, all shapes. This is the season, folks. If you want to make a difference in an animal's life, if you want to change your own life by giving an animal a home, there are some very deserving animals that I'm going to present to you this evening, and I hope that you'll consider them. And if you can't adopt them, go to the Pound Posse Presents Facebook page and please share them. The only way they're ever going to get homes is by the exposure that they can get, and everybody can help do that. First, let's have a look at Chelsea. Your turn, Zach. Look at this smushy face. I love her little piggy face. Chelsea is 1 or 2 years old. She's spayed. She's up to date with vaccines. She's microchipped. She's very friendly and would do well with kids and other animals. I just can't stand how soulful her eyes are and how smoochy her little face is. I just want to like grab her face and kiss her and kiss her and kiss her again. Chelsea is at the Stratford Animal Control, and if you are interested in Chelsea, you can call 203-385-4068. Once again, that's 203-385-4068. And if you go to meet Chelsea, go give her smooches from me because she looks like such a little love bug. Anyway, also in Stratford, this is what I get for looking at the pages as I find more animals, is Petula. Look at what a beautiful girl Petula is. Was that a noise I heard from you, Zach? Was that a squeal of delight? It was. Petula is about 2 years old. She's spayed. She's up to date on vaccinations. She tested negative for diseases. She is microchipped. She doesn't mind other cats. This sounds like just the perfect girl. Petula is gorgeous, as you can see. She sounds like the complete package. I can't imagine that she wouldn't fit into anybody's home. She just is so, I can't stand how gorgeous she is. She really is gorgeous. 203-385-4068. Once again, that's 203-385-4068. And then we've got another Stratford resident, and that would be Harold. Harold was getting a bath, as you can see. He loves people. He loves other animals. Clearly, you can see he's all shined up and ready to go home. I just think he's so handsome. I love that face. He reminds me of somebody who shall remain nameless with that face. But anyway, he is neutered. He is up to date. He's microchipped. And again, at Stratford Animal Control, waiting for someone to scoop him up, 203-385-4068. Zach, can we flash those three again? We've got Chelsea, we've got Petula, and we've got Harold, all at Stratford Animal Control. And again, the number is 203-385-4068. And I will go on to the next guy, who is Casper. Casper is just too handsome for words. He is at Willington Animal Control. He just wants to be loved, and he would like a big yard to play in, lots of toys, and someone to throw his ball for him. He's okay with other dogs, no cats, and he's described on their Facebook page in Willington as being a real character. Very fun, entertaining, all the things that a good dog should be. And he's another one, I just want to smush that face and kiss it. He's got soul in his eyes, and I'm sure that he would make anybody just the happiest person in the world. Casper, if you are interested, you can call 860-428-4422. Once again, that's 860-428-4422 if you are interested in Casper. And if you go see him, give him kisses from me too. Okay, so next up, we have from NECOG Animal Services is a senior bonded pair. Let's get up Nina and Shaggy. And we've got a few pictures of Nina and Shaggy, so you can scroll through those, Zach, if you would. There's 3 of them. Nina is the pit bull, and Shaggy is the lab mix. Nina is 8, Shaggy is 13. They are up to date on their rabies shots, and clearly, dogs at that age, finding themselves in a shelter, they're very confused and they're depressed at the kennel. Shaggy is taking it really hard. Very, very sad that older dogs end up in a shelter and looking for homes at the ages that they're at. They are inseparable and desperately need to get back into a home environment. Like I said, Shaggy is not doing well in spite of the comfort that he has in Nina. Apparently, you know, they sleep together, they cuddle together, they eat together. You know, she grooms him and she fawns over him, and they just really, they're a pair, and they're a pair for life. So what they're really looking for is, you know, a couch to crash on together for the rest of their lives. You know, they're low energy. They're going to be 0 to no maintenance, trust me. You know, older dogs get a little playful here and there, but for the most part, they're just happy to sleep. They're happy to chill. They're happy to have attention. You know, it's got to be so stressful for these 2 dogs to be in this position, and it breaks my heart. So if you can provide these 2 angels with their Christmas miracle, please call 860-774-1253. Once again, that's 860-774-1253. And the next dog, unfortunately, I mean, I saw a post and it broke my heart. There's really no information on her. Let's get the Rocky Hill dog up. Look at that sad little face. I mean, she looks lost and confused. She was found in Rocky Hill, and she was available for adoption on November 30th. As I said, there was no other info posted, but this little face is enough to melt anybody's heart. If you want to find out more about her, and again, I unfortunately can't give you any more information because they don't have any more posted. She looks just like such a sweet little girl. You can find out more by calling the Rocky Hill ACO, and that number is 860-258-2765, Once again, that's 860-258-2765. Now, this seems to be the night for bonded pairs. Berlin Animal Control has a bonded pair of littles. Let's get the picture of Larry and Lady up. They are adorable. For those who say there are no little dogs in shelters, guess again, because I'm giving you some tonight. This is like a freebie, okay? This little pair, Larry and Lady, they're father and daughter. They've been together for more than 8 years, and they're like two peas in a pod. They do take a little time to warm up to strangers, but after that, once they're comfortable, they're very sweet and friendly. They do need to stay together. Like I say, they're a very bonded pair. They've spent a very long time together, and they're just adorable. I can't even stand how cute they are. You know, if you've got little ones, if you can take in one, the second one is no big deal. It's just, you know, at that point when they're that small, what's another mouth to feed? Let's be real. They're going to keep each other occupied. They're going to be excellent company for each other. Two little dogs, trust me when I tell you, is really not that hard to manage. And even the bigger ones, when they're older like that, like the other two, Nina and Shaggy, they're easy. They're older, they're easy, they're not crazy puppy energy. It would be the biggest blessing for any of these dogs to give them a home, and a forever home at that. But anyway, if you are interested in Larry and Lady, you can call 860-828-7055. Once again, 860-828-7055 if you are interested in Larry and Lady. Next up, we have a dog who breaks my heart too. There's, I think, three pictures of Babs. Babs, it's really heartbreaking, has been at Greenwich Animal Control for almost 3 years. She's truly starting to melt down. You got to give her, you can scroll through, Zach. You've got to give her, look how pretty she is. You've got to give her a lot of credit because it's taken this long for her to start to show signs of stress. But, you know, you can't be strong all the time. Look at how beautiful she is. She's just got such a beautiful face. She's got, again, those soulful eyes. And she's getting so very depressed. They're having a hard time getting her to eat. So she needs out. Now is when she needs out. It's, you know, kudos to them for keeping her around for that long. A lot of shelters wouldn't do it. But she is seriously at about 4 years old, has spent her whole time there. It's what she knows, but she knows it's not home because she's shutting down. So, you know, she's active. She loves to play. She's a really good girl. No kids, no cats, no small dogs. Yeah, that's a little bit of a niche, but, you know, it's not undoable. It's definitely, there's somebody out there for her. She needs the exposure. This is especially one, I would say, you know, if you can't adopt her, if your lifestyle doesn't fit her requirements and vice versa, please share her. She just really, really needs to get out of there before things get any worse for her. And I hate to think of, you know, what the options would be if she really, really, really starts to act out and get to the point where she's not eating and it's downhill, trust me. Anyway, Greenwich Animal Control is 203-622-8299. Once again, 203-622-8299. Now, we've got another pair, and, you know, it's just far too heartbreaking to think of how some of these dogs end up in the shelters. Let's get up Princess and Rosie. You can scroll back and forth. They are at the East Haven Animal Shelter. Princess and Rosie were both adopted years ago from East Haven, and now their owner recently passed away in an accident. So, this is where I was saying just a few weeks ago, you really need to have a plan for your pets. You can't rely on the fact that family will take them. Honestly, I've seen you can't even rely on the fact that your spouse will keep them or your significant other. There's just too many things in this world that you can't count on anymore, and you really and truly need to have a plan. These poor dogs started out in the shelter. Again, their owner passed away, and now they find themselves back at the same shelter. They probably are so heartbroken and so confused. I get so caught up in how these animals must feel to have these turns of events take place, and just how displaced and heartbroken they've got to be. Anyway, Princess is an 11-year-old Rottie mix, and Rosie is an 8-year-old Chihuahua. They would prefer to stay together, Rosie and Princess would. However, the shelter is saying in their post that they can be adopted separately, guessing that, they just want to give them the best chance of having homes and not staying in the shelter any longer than they have to. And sadly, we know that, usually people are more reluctant to take in the pairs like I'm showing you tonight that are just so deserving, And again, this is a situation where, okay, if you can take in the bigger dog, what's the little dog? Nothing. Little dogs are so easy because they're little. You're more hard pressed to find the space for the bigger dog and the time and the energy. But again, this is an older dog. This is a dog that's, not going to have the same requirements as a puppy. It's just, the older dogs are so easy. You'd have to have had older dogs to understand exactly what I'm talking about. And, everybody wants a puppy because they're so cute. But trust me, the older dogs are really, really worth your time. Anyway, you can call East Haven at 203-468-3249 if you're interested in Princess and Rosie. 203-468-3249. And the last dog I have up tonight is Nala. She's a beauty, and she's got an army of people sharing her and networking her and standing behind her. The only thing she doesn't have is a home, and that's the thing that she really, really needs. She's 3 years old. She's a petite pitty. She needs a structured environment. She needs an active home where she can keep up with the training that she's already had. She's been in a board and train. She's, working through being a better dog, which is, that's a gift. She would do best as an only dog, but in the right situation could live with a male dog, a neutered male dog. Nala is smart, she's eager to please, and she desperately needs a chance at forever. As I said, she's been through training. She's working on, being the best dog that she can be. There's going to be training that comes with her into her home in order to get her settled in and to give her the best chance with her people. What more can you ask for? If you are interested in Nala, you can email bestbudsadventuresri@gmail.com. That's bestbudsadventuresri@gmail.com. So, Zach, let's go through the pictures of all these adoptables again. Surely, if you're looking for a dog, there's got to be, or even a cat, I forgot about Petula. if you're looking for a pet, there's got to be somebody who tickles your fancy here. Again, the pairs, they're the saddest thing. When they're senior pairs, they're even more sad to me. There's so many dogs here deserving of homes. Some of them need a little bit of a special, a special place, but it can be found. And like I said, if you can't adopt any of these dogs, please consider sharing. The more exposure they get, the better chance they have of finding their forever homes. All these dogs are posted on the Pound Posse Presents Facebook page. All the contact information is either in the post, or if you go to, I'll take the camera back, Zach, or if you go to the actual shelters page, you can find out any other information that you need. There's the contact information is all included. It's all they need is a home. All they need is a chance. Some of those pairs, they're older. They need a soft place to land for their golden years. They deserve it. They're sitting in shelters. They don't know why. They're confused. They miss home. There are dogs that end up homeless in an instant, and it's really sad. So if you can, like I said, not adopt, please share. I'm going to just keep saying that because it's so important. If you're looking for pet pictures with Santa, we ran through those. Again, tomorrow, H3 Pet Supply. Next weekend, we've got Pet Playhouse. And if you're up for a ride to Massachusetts, Sweet Pea Friends of Rutland Animals is doing theirs. And, if you've got any events that you want to, for me to promote, I'm glad to do that. info@poundpossepress.com. That's for my website, and I'll put it on the website, and I'll talk about it on the show. I'd like to be able to, make everybody aware of the possibilities and the opportunities that are out there. So many of these events are for good causes. So many of them are fun. So, like I said, email me if you've got some you want me to cover. This is what we're talking about. It's time to say goodnight. I'm going to say peace, love, and dogs. Until next week, thank you for watching. Good night, everybody.